How you doing, old friend?
Fine.
Oh, he
It's
coughed.
Us ending up
Oh.
down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on.
All right.
We got the day.
It's nice.
It's nice out.
I need to stop doing that.
Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
I feel like Dutch is the kind of guy who would eat sushi. Like, if they'd had, like, reliable sushi back then, I feel like Dutch would be the kind of guy who would just go out for sushi whenever he felt like it.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over the Dutch.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting. You. Come,
Brush my horse.
You're okay,
Hosea.
girl.
Let's go fishing.
Come on, then.
He doesn't sound too happy about it.
Behind you.
Go on.
I want to ride up front with Hosea.
Hook. Ha!
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
Lol.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
Aww.
It was
R.I.P.
a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But
This is a
now,
long
when
mission.
things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan.
Uh-oh.
Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money.
Such a
So
nice
keep a
horse that I
low
have.
profile, especially in the
Arabians are
local
overrated.
town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day.
I wanna
Looks
go
like
fishing.
law up ahead. Play it cool.
I could go fishing right about now. I live by the frickin'
Whoa.
ocean, so I could fish if I wanted to. Just have a million other things I have to do today. Maybe some other time.
hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
Well, well, look who it is.
Myself in a spot. Bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out.
Such a pretty horse.
How
I can't
are
get
you,
over how
boys?
pretty
Fine.
she is.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
He named
Lee
himself
Gray.
after a sandwich.
This is my deputy, Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician.
knows there's
I
some
know
shit
him.
happening.
He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! Ah, the Anderson boys!
Anders Anderson.
well,
That's such a
allow
dumb
us
name.
to
It's
help,
almost
my
like
friend.
Bill Williamson.
Chase wanted man.
And take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away.
Come on,
Keep your
big
guns
guy.
holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on,
I
hurry.
like how he says
All
that.
right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellas
He's
wanting
trying.
for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
You've said plenty.
Idiot. Now get after the others. Come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train.
Yeah.
Hurry. Get alongside.
I'm
it.
going,
See the flat
Archibald.
carriage? Head
Stop.
for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Jump on there.
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! Law, Phil! Get off!
The little scream that he did.
Come on, Mr. Callahan. I'm relying on you.
Running ain't gonna help.
Come on, shitbag.
Run! Don't let them get away.
I gotta wait my turn to climb up.
Bastard. Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
I'm gonna fall off the damn train.
partner. You stop them, I'll stop the train.
That was pretty cool.
Where you gonna run to?
I just beat the frick out of it.
Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna
I
run
wanna
ahead
take
and
the
stop
canned
the train.
goods.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. We ain't need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Try at least.
Are you sure?
Get him, Mark. Get him, Marty.
Everything all right in there?
Licking butter off a knife.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
I did it.
Bring him
It's
out
pretty
here.
easy.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. There you go. You are a natural.
Hell yeah, I am.
All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
Getting
about the
blood all over
others?
my horse.
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Very nice.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations.
There's currently a drought in my home
My
state of
family's
Texas,
been
and so
working
I
for
felt
them
that in
for
my soul.
years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here. This ain't my trouble to have.
We're gonna bear left here.
They're left at the fork. Thanks, Archibald. It's a nice day. Perfect for riding around with an unconscious / dead guy on the back of your horse. Ugh.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the
Rhodes
Rhodes
sucks.
Parlor House.
It's a pretty
Very
enough town,
reputable
but
saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith,
with the knowledge of
post
everything that goes on
office,
here,
train
kind
station,
of
of course.
taste for me.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Goods with her hair and clothes.
Anders Anderson.
Bring him in so we can show Sheriff Gray.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And
I
where
wonder what the
you
Braithwaites
staying?
do when they
renting
just like need groceries.
Caravan.
They can't go into
Edge of
Rhodes and get their
town behind
groceries.
the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town.
Do they go
is
all the way to
trapped
Saint
in
Denis?
this
I have questions.
interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Grays, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses.
Unless
falling out,
the guy in
rebel
the
gold,
general store doesn't give a shit
marrying
about either
cousins,
side.
Not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard.
I don't know why I
about
keep
bounty.
yawning.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents.
Those are
I'd
the ones
love to
that
meet
snipe you when
one.
you go to New
It's
Austin,
just talk.
probably.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families.
And I hate that he has to
Arthur,
hang back
you
like
start
this.
sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
I physically can't walk any
I passed
faster.
by it earlier with our friend Archibald.
It's just irritating.
Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
So it's low honor to deny them, but it's high honor.
Don't
But I,
think too hard.
fine.
Sure, why
I'll
not?
go out and kill some people and make up for that. I just
Great.
like that scene of them fishing too
Hosea,
much. It's too
Why don't
cute.
you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand
Let's
in this
see if
horse
we can
crap.
avoid any more excitement.
Right in the horse shit.
Move your ass!
Old Joe's got a shipment of rubbers, if you're interested. Reusable, too.
Oh, come on.
Oh, pretty girl. Look at
All
my
right,
pretty
gentlemen,
girl.
follow me.
You all right, girl?
She needs a brush. She always needs a brush.
Easy there, girl.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch.
I wish there were.
Pickerel, too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if
I wish
you're as
there were
good at
drum.
catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
In this
Trelawney
game,
owes me
another
for
fish would
that.
be cool. Cool
Trelawney
cat.
owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gray?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we
They're
can be
smarter than you
useful
think
to
they are.
him, he can certainly be useful to us. A little hiding in plain sight.
I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight.
But sometimes more smartly than others.
Hey, friend.
I guess I can't ask Touch any more questions.
Where is this spot, Hosea? Timbuktu?
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled.
It is safe to
Shouting
say
about
Mr.
rustling as there's
Cornwall
no
isn't a
telling
man
who
to
all
let
around them.
bygones be bygones.
Ambushed us in the saloon. He came with a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county.
We've had closer shaves, but not that many.
And if Cornwall found us, the Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when I was fishing with Jack, remember?
Listen, it was good we moved when we did, but that mess is behind us now.
Yes.
Those look
Jack
like lawmen.
told me you were a good teacher when you took him fishing. This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Oh, I wanted to hear the rest of that. That sounded sweet and wholesome. Oh well. This whole ending of the mission is so wholesome, which is why I guess I'll just go... Maybe I'll rob a train. That sounds like fun. Today.
I saw some boats around last time.
Robbing a
Good to
train.
get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore.
I have to see if I have enough explosive bullets. Pretty red color.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
And then just the way Arthur talks, like when he's pushing the boat into the water, just like, it's so sweet. I love it.
All right.
Going. I don't know.
This looks like a
Not mean
fine
to keep
vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Listen.
Oh, I got a good feeling about fishing here. There's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh,
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
you're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Head towards the middle of the lake.
Okay.
think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Come on, Arthur. Don't be nervous.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk.
Nervous,
That's
Dutch.
when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big, like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass.
But I want the special lake lure.
You'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
You got a bite there, Arthur. Just
probably
gotta
a
reel him
frickin'-
in now, Arthur.
Something's nibbling.
I think it's a
Got ya.
bass.
Shit. Got away.
Hey, look at this beauty.
A large
There
one.
you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing?
Oh no.
He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself.
I'm gonna keep all these
We had
bass.
a big feast.
I don't need to be
Toasted
adding
him
water to my
all night.
repertoire.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Got one. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when
I
we
wanna
see
actually
a
catch a
funeral
sturgeon.
procession going over the bridge, and
I
out
see
of
them
the
swimming
blue,
sometimes out
Wesley
here.
stands up, takes off his hat,
This is a good spot
bows
for
his head.
bass.
then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
But if he was John, he couldn't swim. Because John can't
That feels
swim.
like a bite. There we go. Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed a lot.
You never had control of that dog.
Yeah, it's the spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him. Right to the end.
Aw,
You
poor
know,
Copper.
I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we
A
end up.
smallmouth.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
Catching all
I
kinds
like
of
it
fish
there.
today.
Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No
No, I
point
wanna
us
go to the
trying to
desert.
get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
Or you can just
You
cheat
got
like me.
something biting, Arthur.
You hooked him.
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine
Another smallmouth.
years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at
Got lots of fish
15
for
and didn't
Pearson.
see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
I bet that's where he hid the
Got
money.
a bite.
The Blackwater money.
Good job, Arthur.
Hey, a largemouth. I want to catch one of those trout that's swimming around, though.
That'll grill up nice.
One more, then we go. One more, and then we'll go. I'm the only one that's caught a damn fish this whole time. The other ones are like, oh, I got a bite, and their bite gets away, and they don't actually have a fish.
Arthur's got a bite.
Now reel him in, Arthur.
I just want a sturgeon. Is that too much to ask? I think this is another largemouth. Could be a smallmouth. Oh no, it's a trout. Sweet. I wanted a trout.
There you go. That's a nice one.
We have trout in South Carolina. I want to go catch one. Because we don't have those in Texas. At least not naturally.
Keeping that one, eh?
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. I think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy.
Y'all didn't
Should we head
catch
back?
shit.
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
There's no
Good
we
idea.
about it.
Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that
Tater
cow
song.
to give me some.
Ask that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some.
It's so dumb.
I wish to God I'd passed her by.
So freaking dumb.
I wish to God I passed her by. Taters got burnt and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners newly come from the sea.
This one is not
We
as much of a
spend
bop.
our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round,
Too
round,
far.
round? Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Hey, there is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We
They're also terrible at singing.
martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchantmen that do our state's maintain. To them we dance this round, round, round. To them we dance this round, round, round. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground.
I would pay money for a Red Dead the musical. If there was like a Red Dead musical on Broadway,
We should not let
I would sell my arm to go to something like that.
Indeed not.
My arrows are ready.
All right.
I need those.
I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
I'm messing with my dog.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
You didn't catch shit. Those are my fish. Why didn't I gold it? Oh.